Hello everyone, welcome to the Female Boss Podcast. My name is Ana Gonzalez, and in today's podcast I'm going to be interviewing one of the best female bosses in the game. Her name is Catherine Walters. She's right here with me. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, make sure to go to my YouTube channel in today's The Female Boss Movement so you can see the whole video on this topic and on this podcast as well. And if you're listening to this on my YouTube channel, then make sure to come back because I'm gonna keep doing more of this. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about something super interesting. So the topic of today is going to be,
You're not ready, go back to your 9 to 5.
Again, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. So it's so funny because today I was meeting Catherine and we were just having this interesting conversation about, why we decided to not quit our jobs when we were on our routes to entrepreneurship. And I don't know, we decided to do a podcast about this and really tell you everything about our thoughts and our perspective on this. But first I want to talk about Kathy. Kathy, she's one of my best friends. You've probably already seen her in my social media, everywhere, all the time. But actually, I met her in a very funny way, but I'm going to let her tell you the story because you need to hear her wonderful voice.
Hello everyone, thank you Anna for having me. She is literally one of my closest friends and I'm so happy and grateful I met her. Funny story is, I first met Anna through Instagram. I was in love with her social media, the way she presented herself, female boss, and I never had, had a friend like that, it was so new to the whole entrepreneurship boss lady movement. And I remember I sent her a message, I was like, I would love to meet you one day. A month passes by, busy boss lady, she did not read my message, but I actually got to see her in person next to me, and I was like, hey, I'm that girl that DM'd you on Instagram, and she's like, wow. So since that day, I went out with her one time, and we were a group of friends, and we clicked automatically. Great friendship we've had these past couple, 7-8 months, I would say. She's taught me so much, and you see Anna now. Anna's grown so much these past couple months, from her social media, her female boss movement podcast, her YouTube. She's just growing every single day. And anyone that gets close to her, any boss lady, she, teaches you, guides you, mentorship. She's helped me a lot throughout my path. So I'm very grateful to have her in my life and even more grateful to be part of this podcast with you guys today. So today we were talking, I came here to see her, today's my day off, so I was like, why not go see one of my best friends? And we were talking about, upcoming entrepreneurs, quitting their jobs, and we were so, not against it, I would say, but we were like, why are people doing this at such a young, early age? People want to, succeed, people want so much, but they want to quit their 9 to 5, they want to stop working so hard, and we realized that we at some point wanted to do that, but we realized that we needed to keep on working our 9 to 5 while still working on our fortune. And I know
So it's true. So the reason why we were taught this way to quit our jobs and do all this is because we were doing network marketing together, and that's exactly how we met. And it's funny because we just were so against it. I cannot believe that there are people who would just go on a stage and tell you, their stories and how they did just all these crazy things in the past and they didn't have a home and stuff like that, stuff that it could be true, just like it cannot be true. But telling you basically you can be homeless and have then make a lot of money suddenly. You have to make all these sacrifices in order to be successful. And yeah, I do think that you do have to make a lot of sacrifices before you start making a lot of money. But that does not mean that you have to go homeless and literally go broke just to build a business, especially when it comes to network marketing. I feel like a lot of people are just they just don't get it. They don't understand that it takes a lot to actually build a business, and it takes not a lot of knowledge as well. So you need to learn first. You need to, have all of your life together before you decide to start a new business adventure as well. So.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And we realized that a lot of people, especially around our niche, a group of friends, they were quitting their jobs, and we were like, how are these people able to pay all their bills? We know for a fact that, the amount of money they were making either doing MLM or any entrepreneurship, they were so not ready to completely quit their job, fire their boss and be their own boss. It takes time, it takes sacrifice, like Anna was saying. It takes a lot of commitment, and it's not something that's done in a month or 2 months. It takes years to master your craft and finally go ahead and be a full-time entrepreneur. And I think it's great if you're right now seeking your entrepreneurship, your life, and you're doing MLM or whatever you're passionate for. Continue doing that, but don't forget to still take care of your day, your bills. Take care of what you need to be doing now, because for me, at least I know I could not quit, do full-time entrepreneurship and know that my car payment was going to be late. Know that I couldn't go out with Anna and go have dinner because we're not having any cash flow coming in, because we're waiting, to master our craft and entrepreneurship. So we both knew that we were in a predicament that we did not want to be in it, and we were taught by many people that we were following, so against the 9 to 5, so against having a job to clock in, to clock out. And don't get me wrong, we're on route to be our own bosses.
Yeah.
And we're so excited to be in this route, but we know that it takes time, and we know it's not going to happen from one day to the other. So that's why we came about this conversation today.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we were saying, we do have so many goals. We are working on our dreams. We really want to quit our jobs. It's not like we want to work for the rest of our lives. We are so against that. But at the same time, you can't just reject something that is bringing you cash, is bringing you income every single month, if you don't know how to make money any other way. Just because somebody came to your place and told you, or somebody gave you a call and told you, hey, I just met this amazing millionaire, we're gonna tell you the secret to success. Just because they told you that and they're making maybe $2 or $5 grand a month, it does not mean that they have the secret to success. So you have to always be very careful when it comes to not just MLMs, but just any business venture that you have never really, tried before. Because when it comes to us, we're so young, we want to succeed, we're meeting all these new people, and it's like we don't know what's true and what is not true. When I was in Venezuela, for us, success came after you finish college. So you were supposed to go to college, that was like the main thing. And then after doing college, you graduate and then have a job, and then maybe become a business owner or somebody who had a lot of money. That was like the rule, right? But then I came to the States, and it's crazy because in the States, in reality, people don't go to college, and some of them, they're broke. Some of them actually get to make a lot of money. Like before I started out doing network marketing, I was already doing almost a 6-figure income on my job. And so when I started network marketing, it was like I had some income coming in, and I knew that it was not enough. Like, although I was giving my 100% to it, my 100% to it, I was like, it just doesn't make any sense that I'm working so hard for this certain amount of money. So like, why are these people telling me all the time that I have to quit my job, or that I have to just, stop worrying about my boss and stuff like that? When in reality, like, you have to take care of the job, because what's gonna happen when you have to pay your bills or your rent and you don't have enough money because you are grinding your booty up for something that in reality is not paying you well right now? I'm not saying that any business like network marketing or online marketing is gonna pay up super fast. It's obviously gonna take some time to really make money. If you're really good, you might do it faster, but in reality, like, it might take you a long time to do it. So when it comes to something like that, you gotta be prepared, for all those months that you wanna be grinding, for all those months that that you're gonna be going to events, that you're gonna be meeting new people and having to network a lot in any type of business, not just network marketing, but any type of business. That you have to be prepared. So do not quit your job. Like, I'm telling you, because I almost made that mistake.
We both did.
Yeah, we both did, and we were just like so brainwashed, to be honest. We were like, it just makes so much sense. Like, why would we be our jobs? And it's true. I would go to my job and I would be like, I hate this place. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I here? Like, I want to be with my friends, speaking on stages, and just. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because I was still making money from that, But it was just not as much as I was making on my job. So that threw me off a little bit, and that made me realize that, wow, like, I have to change. Like, I had to make sure that I build something that I really believe in, and something that's gonna pay me more than my job right now. So yeah.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, Anna, you're 21.
22.
22, oh God, am I really her best
22.
friend? She's 22, I'm 23. I
She's
think
my
now
birthday.
it's a time for, especially young people to actually work, work full time, work as much as you can, get 2 jobs. If you're not going to school, get 2, 3 jobs, work full time to, eventually, you can retire. But I think now it's a time to really work hard, and for some time I was living this fantasy of, I'm not gonna work. I couldn't even, resist someone telling me clock in, clock out. I was so against it. It took me some time to actually be like, okay, it's time to get back to work. It's time to start getting your cash flow back in, because we were so, I guess, like she was saying, brainwashed. We were believing this, and we're not saying we don't believe in it. We do believe in entrepreneurship, but we do believe that it's a step and process, and I'm so happy and grateful now. Fast forward to now, my mind is clear. I know what's the end goal in entrepreneurship. I know what's the end goal to all my goals, whatever I want to do, and I'm really excited, that I know that it's coming at the right time, the right place.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. So yeah, so at the same time right now, like, we can tell you for a fact that everything that you see in social media, like, do not believe in everything.
Oh my God,
that you
yes.
see.
Can we talk about social
Yeah,
media
can we
for
talk
a second?
about social media?
Okay, guys. When I first started entrepreneurship, I was like, my whole social media changed, especially when I saw Anna's first. I was like, who is this boss lady? Oh my God, her pictures, but a lot of people display this life, this fantasy life that they live on social media. It's like expensive cars, luxury, and in reality, most of these people don't even have $50 in their bank account.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
being completely honest. So they're living their, it's this life, this, I want to say fake, but it's not real, it's not authentic, and I was just telling Anna, what makes people successful, what makes other people follow leaders, it's their story, your testimony, your struggles, what you went through in that entrepreneurship, life, that journey, but a lot of people just want to post about the good things, only about, boss lady pictures, only, going to expensive, not events, but expensive, cars, or, I'm gonna post with this, I'm gonna do this, and it's like, who are you? What's your journey? What are you struggling with right now? Because every entrepreneurship, let's be real, they go through so much, they sacrifice everything. I mean, Anna has great plans in store. I'm not gonna be the one to spill the beans over here, but Anna's been putting so much work in something she's working on for everyone that follows her, all of you guys, and it's really gonna inspire people. She, it's gonna change many lives, and I'm so excited for her. But she works day and night for this. She's very passionate about what she does, and it's not easy because she's had to sacrifice, being with family. She's had to sacrifice being with friends. She's had to sacrifice, having fun and going out and doing many things, and even invest money into her craft, into her passion. But if she weren't working and, having a job to pay for her bills, I mean, she wouldn't even to invest in even equipment to do a podcast, for example. I'm being completely honest with you, She lives in a beautiful place in Brickell area, Miami. If you don't know, go ahead and Google it. It's a really nice place.
It's all
address. Yeah, she has a nice car, and she lives comfortable. She's good. She's working on her passion. But just think about it for a second. Not a moment that she say, I'm gonna, stop working. I'm not gonna live on my own. I'm not gonna pay for my car. I'm just gonna work for my computer at my mom's house. No, she's still taking care of all her matters while still pursuing entrepreneurship. And I think that's so awesome, and it's such a prime example of how every man and woman in entrepreneurship should be doing it. Do it. And I mean, I think she does full-time, both of them. She works. She's such a hard worker. I've never seen someone work as hard as her. She's such a creative genius. I mean, God has blessed her with many talents. Not only is she beautiful, she can be a model, she's so creative. If you get too close to her, I mean, she'll teach you so much. She'll bring out the best in you. I mean, I ask her all the time, Anna, edit my picture. I've even told her, Anna, please, what's a good caption? Because I mean, if you go on her social media, her captions are great, the way she expresses herself. I mean, she does do a lot of personal development, a lot of, she reads a lot of books that help her, improve her mindset. And I think it's awesome. I think Anna's on a great route, and I'm so grateful to be doing this podcast, because I think a lot of people need to open up their eyes. Social media, it's this front, and it's crazy. At some point, I was that person. I was, trying to be this lady boss when I was really struggling, when I wasn't, really making what I wanted to make. I was not content. the fact that I, will take my little brother out, I was to my mom, like, I can't take my little brother out right now. I'm not making the money for that, And I was just doing full-time entrepreneurship, but you gotta take care of yourself first, and then just be clear in your mind and work on your craft.
Wow, that's amazing. This is exactly why she's my best friend. She hasn't even said anything about how awesome she is, but she has pushed me so hard through the toughest times, and I cannot even explain to you like how hardworking she is. And it's one thing about Catherine that I really love is that she is so real. She will not get you into something that she does not believe in. And that's something that I love about her. Like, I cannot deal with a person that's sitting in front of you and telling you lies and lies and lies. And when I met her, I remember we were just working together in a project, in a specific project. And she would always tell me, like, I need to see results, and I want to help other people, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm always speaking the truth. And that is something that I really respect, and that I really hope for everybody to just repeat, to do the same, because you cannot go out there and just lie to people and scam them. It's not right. So I don't know, I'm very happy for the projects that she's going to do as well. And we are best friends, we are business partners, we're gonna make it happen no matter what in any area of our lives. I've told her this many times, she's an investor, she's killing it, and she does work, but she works really hard. But yeah, when it comes to like social media, something that you were saying, it's very interesting because I've studied a lot of online marketing and attraction marketing as well. And one thing that attracts people a lot is luxury. So that's why if you see my pictures, you're going to see cars, you're going to see a lot of nice stuff. But then go to the captions and you're going to see the real truth. I remember I have a picture with a Lamborghini in my Instagram, and a lot of people click on it because it looks so interesting. But then you go on it, and what am I saying to you? I'm saying, you know what? You have to go through the hard time first. You gotta go and deal with your Nissan, which is the one that I have. Before you get the Lambo, and then just deal with it. Social media is not truth, and you gotta find those people. It's hard to find those people who really care about you and who really will try to teach you the things that they know, and who will tell you how they succeeded. Like, I was at some event a few weeks ago, and I remember this has happened to me so many times when I go to events. I hate going to events, to like networking events or even like entrepreneurship events, and all these salesmen trying to just tell you about mindset. And I believe that mindset, is the biggest part, but at the same time, it takes skill to build something. Okay? So do not sit on a room with people who tell you that you're gonna be successful just by
reading books and doing
nothing and chilling on your place, just repeating yourself that you're gonna be a millionaire. Not saying that.
No, it's totally true.
I
know we're talking about this, but I wish I can show you, my notebooks. I wish I could show you everything. We were doing the audios, we were reading the books, we were manifesting. And don't get me wrong, you gotta believe in yourself, believe in everything, but you gotta do the hard work. It's part of it. And at some point, we're just, doing the spiritual side, believing, and just writing it down, writing our goals, but we weren't really the hard work is really where it's at, where the price is at. I actually had a good friend of mine a couple months ago kind of just opened up my eyes, and he told me, he was like, Kathy, it's time for you to tell your story. Success, people love following people that not only have success but have a story. And Anna's done such a great job doing that. If you listen to her first podcast, she tells you her journey, coming from Venezuela to here. I mean, how long have you been here? How many years?
3-4 years.
3-4 years. I know people that have lived here their whole entire life and haven't even done 10% of what she's done, her success. So I'm super excited for her. But it's just to show you, 3 years being here in just a country, and look how far she's come. I mean, if you were to see what she's working on, guys, I'm always like, every time I talk to her, something new she's working on. She's getting better. She's showing me. I'm like, wow, she's pushing me. I'm like, wow, what's the next idea? What do I gotta do? She's just like opening my mind, So it's just so important to share, be authentic. I was telling her that. I was like, there's so many people doing YouTube videos, doing podcasts, doing so many things at the same time, but what really stands out is the people being authentic and being real since the very beginning. Are you really sharing your story, your struggles, what you're going through, or are you just telling us the good life that you're living? So I feel like, that's very important.
Oh, that's awesome, Kathy. She's so cool. Yeah, it's true. You have to be real with people. That's how you're actually gonna make money. Like, I met so many people doing so many things that do not help other people at all. And you're just taking the money for themselves. They're just taking the money, putting it in their pockets, and then other people are suffering for it. And I do not like that. I want to do something that I truly believe in, and that I truly believe that it's going to help other people as well. And I feel like that's how you're actually going to become a millionaire. So yeah, we were talking about spirituality and believing, and don't get me wrong, I do believe in all this.
100%.
We have done it before, but the thing is that I've done so far 3 network marketing companies. And in the first one, I did all the believing side. I made sure that my mindset was right. I read all the books. And the second one, I did the first thing at the beginning. Then I was like, okay, how do I really make money? So I started doing all this stuff, and I started meeting people who were in the online marketing world. And this is when it truly changed my life, because I was like, so you are telling me that I do not need to do network marketing to make money? And I do not need to go to college either. So it's not, when I got into network marketing, I met all these people who were making a lot of money. So I would be like, okay, this is the only way. If it's not college, then this is the way. But then I found out about all this world that I really want to share with all of you guys. And I keep telling Kathy about since I met her. I was like, no, that we have to get out. We have to do different things at the same time. Do not get me wrong, I'm still doing network marketing in some companies. I'm still putting my money into different places as well, and helping people that, with products that I believe in. I'm not against network marketing. I'm against the people that tell you that that is the only way to make money, and that the only way that you can succeed is by just, writing it down in a notebook and seeing it every day. No, it's not the truth. Oh my God, in my last place, I had the whole wall full of literally just so many, how do you call that?
The whiteboards?
Gold cards? Yeah.
Gold cards, yes,
Gold
the gold
cards.
cards.
And I do believe in them, I'm not
It's
saying
part
this,
of it.
yeah, it's part of it. But at the same time, I was just letting myself go to a really bad place, because I was working so hard and I could not see the results that I wanted, at least not the same results that I had at my job. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. Why? I'm reading this every single day. I'm saying it out loud. I'm believing it. I'm just feeling it in my heart, but it's not working. Why? Because I'm not paying my credit cards, or because I'm not paying my car, or because, I'm not working enough, because I'm spending all my day with, a lot of people that don't really know about business.
Yeah, that was it too. We were spending time, going to all these events, we wouldn't miss a meeting. Every single event, we put everything into network marketing and MLM that we were doing at the moment, and that took a backfire on us. Although a lot of leaders were telling us, go ahead, do that, can't miss an event, can't miss a Zoom call, can't miss anything. We realized now we're laughing at it, and we're like, aren't we so grateful to God that we're clear on the truth, that we're set free? Because really we feel set free. Now we look at all these people that we used to associate with, so we used to be in our group, and we're like, wow, we were them at some point. We really were so caught up in all the hype, all the excitement of the entrepreneurship, that we forgot about ourselves. And Anna and I will be stressed out, and I would tell me, oh my God, Kathy, this is going on. Kathy, I'm doing everything for my team, but I'm not doing anything for myself. And at some point, that just stresses you out. It really, you're not focused. And now you see Anna's super clear on all her goals. They're written down. She's headed the right way. She knows what she needs to do for every single goal she has in mind. And at the end of the day, guys, we're all special. We're all unique, and we all have special talents. I think God created us all with special gifts that we need to find out and, excel in those gifts, actually inspire people, help all people. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the money. I was just telling Anna that, it's about inspiring. What are you going to do to help out people? For me, one of the biggest feedback anyone can give me is hey, Anna telling me, Kathy, thank you so much. You've helped me so much. doing this, and that. Thank you for, spending time, everything. Just that feedback of gratitude for me is way better than receiving a paycheck. Don't get me wrong, the paycheck is awesome too. But at the end of the day, are you doing this for passion, or are you doing it for the paycheck? I feel like that's something you should really think about. Are you really passionate in your industry where you're doing it, or you're really passionate about just the money you're making? I feel like that's something crucial. You should really ask yourself that question and really find out what drives you, what excites you, what's in it, for you, what's your end goal, what's in it make you happy, what's in it help you help others achieve their goals.
That's so awesome. Yeah, guys, do you see? I understand now. Why I brought her here. Yeah, it's crazy. I do want to say that we're not against any specific company. We're not against any specific team. Like, we are so grateful for the experience that we have had. Because imagine, like, if we didn't go through that, then where would we be right now?
Exactly.
Like, everything is a process. And network marketing is great for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know people in Latin America making a lot of money, and maybe that's the same money that for me wouldn't be really good, but for them it's awesome. So I got to the point where I was like, if I want to build a team, I want to do it in Latin America because it's going to be super worth it for them. But everything depends on every single company, and whatever you're doing, everything is different. And I do think that it's a great way for entrepreneurs to get into this world, or for people to get into the world of entrepreneurship. But even after that, after you have learned everything, make sure to also learn skills that are going to help you succeed, skills that are going to get you paid. That way, then when you are ready, you can quit your job. So we were just thinking about this.
We were just talking about it. Right? All this, we talked about it before starting. Anna said, let's get the podcast. Like, Anna, I've never done this before. Anna, we're not doing this right now. She goes, oh, yes, we are.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Anna, not right now. She's like, no, we're doing it right now. We're inspired right now. I'm like, Anna, I'm not ready. I don't have a script. I don't have anything. She goes, perfect. Even better.
Yeah, because we were having this conversation. We were like, we have to, I was really thinking about it. I was telling Kathy, like, we have to share this to the world because nobody knows. Nobody knows. They think that the way to make money is completely wrong, and it's sad. It's sad because we see a lot of our friends. Oh my God, it's such a bad time.
We were just talking about it, but just like realizing, wow, like, how is she doing it? We're like, that's not enough money. How is he doing it? That's not enough money. And they're so caught up with what others think, what these millionaires think. If you talk to any successful person, they all have a story. How they struggled, how they, came up to be the person they are now, in the present. But, when you're so young, you drop everything, when you're young, you're so easy to go anywhere, do anything you can in your power. But right now, like we were saying earlier, now is the time to really grind, to really work hard, get 2 jobs if you have to, do whatever it takes. I work a lot. I mean, I am like a workaholic. I love having cash flow. All my bills are paid for. I'm able to give, and I'm not only able to give and pay all my bills, but I'm able to save money for something that I've been wanting and I'm working on. And Anna does the same too, and it's such a great feeling to know that all your things are taken care of while still seeking your goals and your passion. And we want to inspire people to continue doing entrepreneurship. We are 100% for entrepreneurship, but to just remember to still work. I mean, I've heard so many times quit your 9 to 5 that I said, I don't want to do 9 to 5, I'm going to do the nightlife. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do the 9 to 5, I'm going to do the AM one, not that, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And I was so ashamed. At some point I had a job and I wasn't telling anyone. I just didn't even tell anyone. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. I was literally working.
We were embarrassed. You made us feel embarrassed.
I don't know, like, no jokes. I was really embarrassed. I was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone. They were like, oh, what are you doing? I can't tonight. I'm busy. Wait, you're coming to the Zoom? Are you tuning into the Zoom? I'm like, I would like go to the bathroom and try to zoom in and tune into the call. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I was so embarrassed because if I will even tell, my mentor or my top leader that I was working, they'll be like, why are you working? You should be doing this full time. If you do this full time, you make the money that you're making there, which is totally not true. It takes time. No, It takes time to master all the skills of network marketing. It's not boom, one day, 1 month, 2 months, and even so, it was still not enough money to completely stop working. So yeah, we felt embarrassed, and now I'm like, yes, I'm working.
Yep.
I'm working. What are you doing tomorrow? I am working. Sorry, I'm really busy. Oh, this. And it's so funny because now we're the ones, when we go out or we want to do this, you see us, oh, we can take care of the bill. We can take care of everyone's bill. We're able to give. And you see those people, they can't even do half the things. They can't even take a trip.
Yeah.
They can't, they're just very tight for no reason. Just because they're so against the 9 to 5. They're so against, hard work and not seeking just the entrepreneurship life.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think it's amazing that you guys have listened to this podcast so far now.
Yes.
And I hope that we have helped you a lot. I feel like it's very important that everybody learns about this and that everybody is just clear about this. And if you ever see my social media or Kati's social media, which I'm going to put over here. And for the ones listening on iTunes is, can you say your Instagram?
Catherine. So spell it out.
Yeah.
Catherine, the whole name?
Yeah.
Okay, so Katherine, and then my last name WALTERSS.
You guys
That was so funny.
I know.
That was a little dance.
Catherine Walters. So yeah, so you can just look it up in my Instagram. I'm gonna post it. But yeah, so I'm super grateful that she's here today. I'm super grateful
that you have me here. It's so
I know.
exciting. It's something so new.
So spontaneous.
Anna's definitely always spontaneous. If you ever have a night with Anna, I'm telling you right now, if you ever meet Anna, you never know what to expect. It's so random. It's never planned out, but those are definitely the best nights I've had with her.
I know. But yeah, we felt like we had to share this with you guys because we have gone through so much. And that's what has taught us to be the way that we are now. And that's why right now we're so happy and so
we really are. We're so happy, we're so grateful now. We just have a complete different flow, complete different vibration. Our energy is different. And every time I see her, I'm so excited. We're happy. We're not, talking about, oh, this is going on. We're not stressed out. Everything, life is good.
Yeah,
we're blessed.
Good.
We truly are blessed. And at the end of the day, we did this, and it's, I'm telling you guys, I've never done a podcast. Not really something that I was looking for. I was like, Anna, we're not doing this right now. No script. This is just us talking out of our hearts, being completely real, authentic with you. And I feel like at the end of the day, people want that. People want, hear the real story, be authentic, and that's what makes. Follow people like Anna on podcasts. If you haven't listened to other podcasts, you probably have, but those that haven't, go back. I literally tune them into my car, when I'm going to places. I love her voice, just the way she expresses herself. She's beautiful. She's so mellow and relaxing, and her beautiful smile is so greedy. So yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Anna, for having me. It was completely a pleasure. It was something new. So I'm excited to always do new things with Anna. I was really not expecting it, but happy and grateful. Sometimes you gotta get out of your comfort zone and do new things. Try out new things.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. We're gonna do more of this for sure. I'm gonna have her here again. I promise you. Even if I have to force her. She probably won't want to see me again. She's gonna be like, "You're gonna try to do a podcast with me again."
I know.
But yeah, guys, thank you for everything. I hope you had all the right takeaways. Remember, if you want to quit your 9 to 5, make sure that your business is making the right money, at least the same or more than you're making at your current job right now. And then you quit if you want. If you think it's good, then you quit. Do not feel embarrassed, have fun at, during your process of, growing and, going through entrepreneurship is truly a process. You don't just walk in, invest a certain amount of money, and then become a millionaire, and then read some books, and then you're a millionaire. No, you have to go through the process, learn all the skills. That's my biggest advice for you, is just learn skills that are gonna get you paid. Do not believe in all the hype. It's not just hype, it's also hard work.
Yes.
And actually hard work. Not just calling out your friends and telling them to join your business, just actually hard work. So thank you guys. I'm gonna stop talking right now. We hope that you really love this podcast. I'm gonna do another one in the next week, and I hope you actually tune into that one as well. I don't know if you guys like this podcast and videos as well, if you're watching this on YouTube. So if you do, please leave me a comment that says, please Anna, do more, and then I will do that for you. And if you have any idea for another topic, please let me know in my Instagram as well, and I will talk about it. And if you haven't followed me on my social media, my Instagram is going to be at Ana Gonzalez NG and at Female Boss Podcast. And you already know Catherine's. If you don't know it, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram and also in my YouTube channel so you can see it. But thank you so much for following us, guys. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you in my next podcast. Goodbye.